This next guy comes to us all the way from Austin, Texas. Woo! Anagrams for his name include Maze's Ink Pence. Mysterious. But better yet, Hick Zan Enemas. I'd also like to point out that he's written the only book in my personal history that I've ever had to stop for a moment, put down, breathe, and then resume reading. Shane McKenzie, everybody.
A man was found in the woods covered in wounds and clinging to life. Along with the blood, traces of semen, feces, and other unknown substances were found coating his head and body. The detective stood at his hospital bed, asked if he can remember who did this to him, but the man struggled to speak. One detective handed him a pen and paper so he could write it down instead. The man sobbed, and his hand started to shake as he wrote. 3 days earlier. A talent agent is sitting in his office when a tall man walks in. Says he's got an act that the people will go crazy for. The talent agent says, "We don't usually accept unsolicited submissions, but what the hell, show me what you got." The man whistles and his morbidly obese wife is wheeled in on her bed by her 2 adorable twin boys. The mother hasn't left her bed in years. Her back and buttocks a greasy wasteland of bed sores and scabs. Large rolls of moist flab are piled on top of one another, creating pockets of flesh filled with fermenting cheese curds made of old sweat and dead skin. Her oversized adult diaper was already full, liquid shit seeping from the edges and soaking into the mattress. An old tube television was mounted above her lice-infested head, its weight making it wobble on its flimsy stand. Mom used a jumbo straw to sip from a massive plastic bag hanging beside her bed, like a giant IV bag, filled with a special porridge made from mayonnaise, oatmeal, and moist cat food. The twins pull their matching clothes off, both blindingly blonde and hairless. Fleshy bumps cover their groins like clusters of pink irritated grapes. They each reached under Mom's bed and pulled out overflowing buckets of slimy, pulsating frogs. Dad turns on Mom's television set, then disrobes to reveal his long, eczema-encrusted body. Staticky images dance on the TV screen. Amateur bestiality porn. The twins' messy home births and ISIS beheadings. Chaotically flickering one clip after another. Bestiality, birth, and beheadings again and again. Dad's abnormally colossal erection was wrapped in thick blue veins like tangled extension cords. The urethra was wide like an empty sweater sleeve. The veins pulsed as Dad set the timer on his wristwatch. Then he climbed on top of Mom, unstrapped her bulging diaper, and started angrily fucking her. Porridge sprayed from her mouth as she coughed, congested and sweaty from her raging flu. As the infected snot slid from her thick, blockhead-infested nostrils, Dad wiped it off with his palm and spread it across his face, blowing bubbles with it as he panted and moaned. The twins dig through the spilled porridge on Mom's chest and stomach, running for wads of coughed-up beige phlegm that they ate like soft caramel. Dad's wristwatch beeps, and each member of the family takes a moment to punch each other in the face. Their mouths and noses bloody, the twins shove their tiny hands into the frog buckets. Wait.
It's got something interesting's got to happen.
Killing Sada.
Continue!
So where were last time they grabbed the frog buckets? Countless frogs have already escaped hopping in every direction, leaving puddles of swamp water and amphibian mucus. As Dad resets his watch, the twins take turns squeezing frogs into his cavernous urethra. Blood and innards and black wriggling tadpoles pour into Dad's erection. Dad timed it just right so he could dip his cock into Mom's lasagna and cunt. Mom slurped her porridge and repeatedly shit the bed. The TV kept playing above her. Bestiality, birth, and beheadings. Beep, beep, beep. Fists collide with faces. The twins knock each other's teeth out and spit blood into each other's mouths, swapping back and forth. Mom breaks Dad's nose moments before he caves in her eye socket. Frogs and dozens of tadpoles rise in the bed, swimming and thrashing in shit and porridge, adding their slime to the mixture. Meanwhile, the talent agent tries frantically to call for help, but he can't get any cell phone reception. Panicking, he opens his desk drawer and pulls out a bag of cocaine and a chrome pistol. He power snorts an 8-ball, then shoots himself in the arm to psych himself up. Then he hops onto the desk and fires a shot. The bullet hits one of the twins in the groin, rupturing the nest of flesh grapes. Frothy pink fluid pours out like bubble bath. Dad is back on top of Mom, fingering her bed sores as he fucks her. The TV wobbles and falls, smashing into her head. Electricity erupts and fills Mom's body, the power collecting and crackling between her legs. It transforms Mom's vagina into a swirling vortex that sucks Dad into a cock first, followed by the twins and frogs and fluids. The talent agent pulls onto his desk, his legs kicking until it's finally being pulled in. Cut to black. Sometime later, the talent agent wakes up in the upside down of Mom's cunt. Dried cum flakes, athlete's foot, and a herpes danger float through the air all around. He thinks he spots Dad in the near distance, but it's the upside-down nightmare version of Dad, eating what's left of the twins with his demonic Pac-Man mouth with shark teeth. Upside-down Dad smells the talent agent and faces him, his massive demogorgon cock blossoming open like a thorn, dripping with mucus. What the fuck are you? The talent agent fires his pistol at the upside-down Dad as it sprints toward him, but the bullets do nothing to stop it. What do you call yourselves? Cut back to the present in the hospital room. The talent agent sobs as he hands the paper to the detectives, his bed now soaked in hot urine. The detectives stand together, staring down at the cryptic message scrawled across the paper. The aristocrats.